Hello everybody. Hello everybody. This is Adropa Everwood, and today we're going to be doing fashion drawing again. You may have watched the previous one where I initially just sort of came up with a small collection based on literally bolts of fabric I pulled out of my, oh, hello Rusty. Where literally, based this around bolts of fabric I pulled out of my fabric stash. And now we're going to be turning one or two of these very, very rough sketches into an actual proper fashion drawing. Just to sort of better convey how it's supposed to look. How the garment is supposed to look, how it would wear on the body. And I guess in general, just try and make it, just try and show it as, in a way where you can show it to a pattern maker, and they'll be able to turn it into a completed garment. Of course, I don't have a large business. I don't have pattern makers on staff, but luckily I can draft my own patterns too. I can even do it in CAD actually, except I don't have the CAD program at the moment. It's actually really cool how CAD pattern making works. It's actually you can CAD pattern making is super cool. It lets you you design, you make the pattern and you can actually see how it fits on the virtual model. You can input different fabrics and see how it actually would move when the model moves. It's very fascinating, I think. Then again, I'm easily amused and easily fascinated by things. So let's first get our croquis down. I guess I do kind of want to make the body a bit longer. Of course, in fashion, everything is just super heavily. Fashion drawing, everything is just super exaggerated. Like so. I might need to actually elongate the body a bit more in order to get... I need to remember I'm working with a bigger piece of paper than I usually do. It's actually been a while since I've done a proper fashion drawing. I've been doing a lot of other drawings lately. Memes and anime characters. Let's see. Get this leg down here. Make this leg longer. Of course, that means the weight is on this leg. And get this going down here and there. Now, I still need to decide which one of these looks I'm actually going to make. Well, I'm actually going to draw. I'm kind of partial to this one, although I'm not sure if the yellow will actually work for that skirt. These two also have potential, especially the combination of the gray fabric with the matching skirt. Might look at almost like professional business wear. These two, probably not. And probably not these either. So I'm probably gonna go with this look. Actually, no. Let's go with this one. The gray seems like it'd be a lot of fun. And it'd be good for job interviews and other stuff. Of course, most job interviews and stuff are remote nowadays, but that's no reason not to dress up for it. The skirt will be simple. If we're thinking something like a job interview, you don't want it looking too fancy. Although, if it's a job interview in fashion, that would be ideal. Have a little bit of flounce. Center front is right here. So let's add a bit of how did this design look again? And of course, I imagine this vest would also look pretty neat with if you wear it with some other stuff, or vice versa with the skirt. Actually, kind of reminds me of a. Let's see, get that in. Bring that in a bit more. Just sort of rough everything in first. And the vest. I believe I show the vest here as a princess, with a princess line. Which is when, rather than using darts to shape it, you just have it be a whole thing of fabric. Which actually, for the amount of the fabric I actually have, that's probably the best option. Let's see. Let's try and get that leg looking a bit better. Tighten that up just a little bit. I do kind of have to wonder what shoes I'd wear with this look. But I guess that's a minor thing. I can think about it after the design's done. And I guess tailored looks tend to have a bit more. Well, with that wool, it should be a bit less bendy or show a bit less the figure than other looks do. And left over right. Always good to remember that. Collar, let's give it a regular. Actually, V-neck might be cool. Just maybe wear a V-neck pullover underneath the jacket. And don't forget the lapel. I mean, it's a vest, but we're giving it a proper suit collar, because that seems like it'd be fun. A lot of my design choices are just based off of what I think would be fun to do. Or fun to wear. I mean, it's kind of important to have clothes that are actually fun to wear, rather than just the usual same old. So have this go up here to show off the princess line. And let's get this arm in. Let's go a bit more editorial with some of the proportions. That seems like it might be fun. And accessories. I love accessories. So I probably should make sure that they fit in with the rest of this. Actually, that was going to be my Monday stream, was designing accessories, but I kind of got distracted. Well, actually, I didn't get distracted. My voice was sore from cackling, as usual. I do that a lot. And but next week I'll probably do that. And of course, for the accessories designing stream I was planning on doing, I was thinking on actually having it be like the full process. So I start out with an inspiration, designing for a specific season. Oh, yeah, of course. So I guess the accessories design stream I was planning is actually going to be a proper fashion design stream. Or fashion, like designing thingy, whatever the hell you call it. I mean, I'll start with inspiration, mood board, all that. Think about who my target clientele is. So actually, the first stream won't even be drawing. It'll just be like an information session. But that does seem like it'd be fun. And I want to try something a bit different on this one. Oh, hello, pig. I'm drawing one of the looks I sketched out in a previous fashion design stream. So, trying to get down the details. I might want to make the skirt a little bit longer. And I want to make sure I render it properly. Let's see. Clean this up a little bit. I'm wondering if that hand is too editorial. And we'll make this a little clutch bag. Oh! No, it's not. Actually. The stakes, they use that would be a fun outfit to make. Actually. Dress up as Lucifer, that'd be fun. And I guess, actually, let's change up the pattern on the shirt. Actually, no, let's just go with a classic shirt cuff. Like so. And then we just need to remember that I'm just going to put a hand right here, because that's like a very common pose in fashion drawing. Or actually, no, I'll just hide the hand, because I guess hiding the hands is even more common in fashion drawing, because fashion designers aren't always the best artists. I still remember this one professor I had. I've never seen this professor draw a hand. Like, she did plenty of drawing during the class, but she never, to my knowledge, drew a hand during the class. And eyes are important too. Actually, no, they aren't. But it's probably important to at least pay attention to things like that. Oh, actually, I know what hairstyle would be great for this. Just let me just sort of block out the rest of the hair. But just sort of put the hair in a bun. Well, actually, I might as well just go full Beto. Yeah. I totally don't steal my fashion inspirations from video games about murderous witches. Or actually, rather, maybe I should say, I totally steal my fashion inspiration from video games about murders witches. How could you tell? Or is it thank you for noticing? I don't know, either way. And maybe I should change this hand. Or this arm. Oh, I'll just have her do that with it. Try and clean up the insides of everything. That way we get a clear image. Need to remember to brush things off and not to use that approach. Yeah, hating hands, drawing hands is... I don't want to stereotype, but it's a very common meme, almost. You could probably call it a meme for fashion. For some fashion people. Let's see, and sort of... I'm taking a different approach than watercolor today. I mean, I'll probably do a little bit of watercolor later. Oh, designing gloves is an absolute bitch. Have you tried patterning gloves before? It is horrible. Or maybe I just suck at it. Well, actually, both answers are right. Gloves are horrible, and I suck at making them. Let's see. Would the scar be on that side? And let's... get the eye done. And the hair. Like so. Oh, gloves are witchcraft, but not in the good way. In the I want to murder. Or actually, no. Gloves are just evil. Very evil to make. I'm probably misusing the term evil, but my point still stands. I just do not like gloves. Well, okay, I love gloves. I just do not like making them. And let's get in that eyebrow. I guess that face is a little bit long, but what matters is showing the garment anyways. The neck is long, but that's normal for fashion. Very normal. Why do I sound so angry? Glove restorations. I wouldn't know anything about that. These gloves are kind of... I probably need new gloves soon. These gloves are kind of just... well, the leather on them is kind of thick, so they actually make drawing slightly hard. Glove-induced rage happens all the time. I think I knew somebody for their final collection who tried to make gloves and they just regretted it. for in fashion school. Meanwhile, accessories have always kind of been, outside of gloves, accessories have kind of always been my area of expertise in a way. Not that I'm an expert, but I do like to think that they're a strong suit of mine. And the suit jacket is right over left. I'm sure I mentioned this before, but that's actually a gendered thing in clothing. Like the way your shirt's button is nominally gendered. It's really weird. But interesting, all the same. And let's bring this up here. Oh, Love Restoration. Does seem kind of interesting. I didn't know that was a genre on YouTube. And I might have made the forearm a bit too long. I can fix that. I think I can fix it. I know I can fix it. These cuffs are actually going to be orthodox cuffs for once. If you notice, a lot of my other designs seem to have really weird cuffs. Oh, shoe restoration is cool. I've been wanting to learn how to make shoes, actually. But yeah, I guess accessories is kind of my strong point. Oh, actually. Oh. Ara. Let's see. And the skirt. This pose feels a bit awkward, but I'll deal with it. I might just change a few things around. But let's finish this suit jacket first. Sorry. Oh, yeah, welfare. Wait. Sorry, I kind of zoned out a bit. I was thinking about, folds and fabric. Just how different fabrics react differently in folding. Let's see. Let's get this here. Welfare King. Oh yeah, I forgot. You were in the Air Force. You are in the Air Force, aren't you? Oh, after. Finally got your VA weight rating. I know that can be exciting. All that back pay coming in at once. Just don't spend it all in one place. Oh, 80%? That's... I think that's $2,000 a month. About. God, that seems so weird. Knowing VA disability rating pay off the top of my head. Sorry, need more coffee. Let's see. I'll add another row of braids, even though my hair isn't long enough for that yet. And actually, I need to get the undershirt right too. And let's add a necklace. I can do some jewelry work. So, jewelry work just seems like it'd be a lot of fun. There. And finish up this arm. And then reapproach the way that skirt is rendered. Oh, gondola. The theme is from a previous stream I did, where I pretty much just went through my fabric stash and designed looks based off that fabric stash. So, I have a lot of wool, like a lot of wool suiting. So, I went with a lot of tailored looks. Plus, I have hair canvas like out the ass. Because hair canvas is kind of very important for tailored garments. It's pretty much what gives a tailored garment its structure. And let's... No idea why she has her arm behind her back, but she does. And let's rethink this pose. Crap. And that should be good enough for now. Pour some more coffee. And let's... I guess right now it looks a bit too awkward. So, I erase this. Actually, that leg has to be in that position because I inked it already. Let's just bring this leg in more, and there. Where's my brush? Yeah, I have this Hake brush, mainly for wiping away erasings. Not only that, I also need to add a few other touches. Like these lapel pockets. I like angled lapel pockets. They're a bitch to pattern, but they're totally worth it. Have I ever tried cocoa powder in my coffee? Yes. I don't normally do it, but I have. And I may have I know a little bit about the topic. And I was going to go with a patch pocket here. Again, something that can take more work if you're doing it the super fancy way. But I think they're cool. That's what... Oh, I liked it. I guess I don't really mind bitter things too much. So, I guess this top one, these two are single welt pockets, while these bottom two are patch pockets. Oh, you can put stuff in them if you make it right. And they're a lot of fun to make. They're hard, but they're fun. And those flaps will be buttoned. It's a bit more of a casual thing, but if you can make the buttons, which I can make buttons, they look cool. Like, you can have more control over that specific element of the design. And let's go a bit more high fashion-y with this pose. And I think the legs need to be longer. And, wearing gray, so I'm not sure what style of boot would be best. Actually, let's go with the... Wait, why am I thinking boots? I could go with pumps. Or ballet flats. Since this is supposed to be an office wear look, almost. But yeah, no. Most lapel pockets, you can put stuff in them. Well, not lapel pockets. They're kind of near the lapels. Lapels are the part that folds over. And I guess that'll curve in that way. And like so. And I guess I'm going to need to rethink this hand. And we'll have that clutch bag still be there. Like that. And the thumb. Everybody has thumbs. Actually, no. Not everybody. But most people do. And it's probably important to remember those. I need to remember not to use my hand for erasing. It's horrible. I've gotten out of the habit of doing things the proper way, and I probably should get back in the habit of doing them the proper way. And let's ink in these lapels. And the shoulder princess. And this one, too. And of course, you would normally sew the shell first, then you add the pockets. Well, actually, the way I'd approach this is I would probably just sew the front panels first, then add the pockets, then assemble the rest of the garment. I guess thinking of construction order actually is pretty important. Because I guess that's something you need to consider from the start, is how would you make this garment? You can't, I mean, you can just do what looks cool, but it's not like you're drawing a fantasy outfit. You need to actually make it work. So I guess that's part of fashion drawing that doesn't really come up in, that most people don't really think about, is the practical aspect of it. It has to be functional, or possible. There's a lot of ways you can do stuff that seems like it'd be very, well, a lot of ways you can do stuff that most people aren't aware of, but almost like cheats in order to get the fabric to act the way you want. But at the end of the day, you kind of need to actually make it work. Isn't that like Tim Gunn? Make it work. Yeah, that's definitely Tim Gunn. I guess it shouldn't be surprising that I'm aware of Tim Gunn because, well, aware. I mean, who didn't like Project Runway? It actually is a really fun show. For reality TV, that is. I haven't gotten around to watching the new one that they're doing on Amazon. Making the Cut. I watched a bit of the first episode. I do think it's kind of interesting how they focus more on the design part, while Project Runway was more, well, the design part, but you had to have craftsmanship skills too. You know, I actually could make this clutch bag. I'll need to remember for that accessory design thing I want to do, to include a clutch bag in the collection. Because I was thinking of actually making that a collection and trying to actually sell it. Because I suppose I do have that fancy schmancy education. Oh, it's reality TV, where they have to design pretty much for wannabe, like, aspiring fashion designers to show off skills in order to compete for startup money and fame, I suppose. And I still haven't decided what kind of shoes my model here is going to be wearing. And I suppose, what's the best way to make this? I'd probably just, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't go full A-line. Let's have it be cut in 3 pieces. And with pockets. Everybody wants pockets. Oh, some do. I believe there's a few designers who got started from, like, made their big break was Project Runway. One of my professors actually was on one of those fashion reality TV shows. Don't want to say which one. It could be Project Runway, might not be. Then again, she became a professor, so I guess you could argue, but some people need to teach. Oh crap, almost put in gathers at the cuffs. There. Now I just need to think about, let's go with like clunky shoes. That seems like it'd be fun. Like maybe some heeled boots. But make them like purposely oversized. Oh no, there's been a few Project Runway winners who actually did well afterwards. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on Project Runway, but... or the new one. Let's see, maybe a lug sole. Like a big, heavy, almost combat boot type thing. I mean, I should use more combat boots. I mean, you can find boots like this everywhere. They're not uncommon. Well, I guess I could see that being uncommon for shows focused on other industries, but because fashion is a very flashy industry. Actually, I probably should sketch this out in pencil first. Figure out how they... There. And emphasize the lug. Heavy lug. Heavy lug. Loose fit at there. I don't know. I'd wear these boots. Those shows are just data mines. Maybe. At least one job interview. I left because they weren't going to pay enough. But also I kind of, sat through the interview. Then they're like, okay, let's go over blocking hats industrially, so we know you have the skills to do the job. Like, let's see how fast it takes you to learn our method of doing it. They taught me in like a couple hours, and I was like, wait, this job isn't going to pay a lot, and I already learned how to block the hats from you. So, I guess there's no incentive to pick up the experience since I already got the experience from the job. I know that probably sounds a bit shitty, but it wasn't a livable wage, I suppose. Because I suppose I do need to actually make a living. And of course, I can make a living making like almost anything. That sounds like very, very braggy and stuff, but it's just nice being, like, knowing you can make stuff. Yeah, that's totally bragging. It's like, I can make stuff, and kneel before my power of DIY. Not only can I make clothes, I can make buttons, I can make actually, I've never tried making shoes. I want to, but I need to, well, actually, I have the stuff to do it, so I probably could. It's just very complicated leatherworking, if you think about it. And let's let this ink dry for a bit. And then, the moment of truth. Truth. Will wipe away, or erase all of the pencil lines. But yeah, I do love fashion. In case you haven't been able to tell from my streams the past. Actually, how long have I been streaming? I can't recall. I need to actually look that up. It is fun, though. While waiting for... Actually, we can start erasing up here. And then we can retouch areas. Oh, I've considered trying mushroom leather, but I haven't actually used it. I actually don't know if my streaming anniversary has passed or not. I'll need to check. Okay, so apparently that face was mostly pencil. Good to know. I don't know. I mean, I would say my VTubing anniversary may not have passed yet. Let's see, actually draw in the face now. I might have made the neck a bit too long, but it's fashion drawing. Long necks are kind of part of it. Because I'm sure everybody knows, normally for art proportions, you draw your figure, the average person's about 6 or 7 heads tall. While fashion, it's a bit closer to around 9 heads. In fact, that's like one of the big textbooks on fashion illustration is called 9 Heads. Because that's just how you illustrate fashion. Everything's elongated because it shows off the clothing better. But I have considered looking into mushroom leather, but I prefer something with the stronger materials. I'm like, but it is something I want to learn. I should learn more about. I've also experimented with the mycelium, like growing your own mycelium into a mold to make different accessories and biodegradable, like other bio leathers. I kind of suck with them. In fact, actually, when I experimented with them, I kind of, it was gross. It went moldy. And it was just very, very not a good time. Probably shouldn't include socks. Very subtle socks, but still socks. And I believe we're going to go with the gray. Oh, no fruit flies, just nastiness and grossness. Very not fun. And let's see. I could swear I had... Oh, there. Oh, mycelium molded coffins seems like a good use for them. Very eco-friendly. And kind of full-on return to the earth kind of appeal. Okay, hopefully there's... Oh, I guess that ink is not fully dry yet. It's been a while since I've used these art markers. Yeah, I guess this ink is not overly happy with the India ink I used. But yeah, I like the concept of that. And yeah, it's been a while. Like, I've been wanting to get back into using markers more. But they're so pricey. I just have the ones I had from fashion school. Like a nice pair of Copics would probably be much easier to work with. I'll just need to remember to save up for that. Let's see. But I guess the immediate response is kind of one of the benefits of this. And let's get the skirt. Oh. Yeah, Hobby Lobby is... I actually really like Hobby Lobby. I moved away from the city, so it's harder to find art supply stores. Yeah, so I guess this ink definitely isn't marker safe. Good to know. Yeah, I have to buy stuff online. The horror. The absolute horror. And of course now there's annoying squeaky noise. I really hope that this doesn't screw up too much with online shopping. It's just so impersonal. I like actually being able to hold this stuff and look at it before buying. But I'm pretty sure there's a few places around here locally where you can buy Copics. I'll just have to buy them one piece of it at a time. Like the Johnny Cash song. Well, okay, buy it though. I'll be paying. Naturally, I don't actually commit crimes, despite what some people think about witches. I'm a law-abiding witch for the most part. It's time to commit crimes. Definitely. Is it really a war crime? Is it really a war crime if... Wait, sorry, wrong kind of crime. Let's see. I need to find my palest marker for the skin tone. Yeah, I guess I'm beige. God, I'm really gonna need to find a better marker-proof ink. Yeah, this ink is not marker-proof. And I am kind of annoyed. But, oh well, it's fine. Maybe I should try watercolor. It's a bit too late now. Do international tribunals... Oh, these are Prismacolors. Because, again, most of my art supplies I got from a... Actually, hold off. I actually need to redo my water. Or refresh my water. Sorry about that. Oh no, it's like... Yeah, saying I'll do it again just reminds me of that, joke comic with a Goofy on trial. Just going like, yuck, I'll fucking do it again. It's like, Goofy, please. I'm trying to get your sentence reduced. It's like, I did it and have no regrets. Just... Dolan. Let's see. Let's see how... I mean, if we just do a light wash, it shouldn't warp the paper too much. Yuck, I'll do it again. And I'm looking very, very gray, I suppose. Here. We'll just say I screwed up with my makeup. Yeah, that's what. So worried about that job interview. She screwed up her makeup. And now there's gonna be a bit more waiting for paint to dry. Isn't that fun? Sorry, whenever I mention paint drying, every time I imagine paint drying, I just think back to that, it was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. One episode where the goddess Eris, of, like, the goddess of discord, is trying to get Billy to use this one apple that causes chaos and everything. But it's Billy. So she spends most of her time just angry, shouting at Billy, trying to get him to cause more chaos like she wished. And he does cause chaos, of course, but it's just kind of a... Like, there's one scene where he's literally watching paint dry, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? Well, not exactly. That's not how she says it. He's like, watching paint dry. And she's just going off on him. And then he's like, shh, like, shh, we're getting to the best part. And you just hear the paint solidify. Yeah, I always use blue for shading my cloth. I don't know why. It's just how I do it. And these boots. What color should these boots be? Gray would be cool. I mean, they'll match the rest of the outfit then. And if I make the boots myself, I can dye the leather whatever color I want. Do I hear a squirrel? Yum. Yeah, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was such a fun show. They don't make them like they used to. Crack sip. Yeah, back in my day. Had to walk uphill to school both ways. And we had good shows on TV. Like The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yeah. There. And there. And I guess more waiting for paint to dry. Back then we pissed on tires. I mean, nothing's stopping you from doing that today. Don't let your dreams be memes. And let's add a bit more definition to our boots here. Make them look actually 3D. And apparently I'll need to remember that this ink does not play well with Prismacolor markers. Maybe I need Copics. Maybe that's the problem. I'll add that to the list of things I want. Or I'll just buy my markers one piece at a time. Actually, that would be funny. Just go to the store and every day just buy one marker and see how long it takes the staff to get weirded out. They probably get weirded out right away. But still, I want to do that now. It's incredibly stupid, but I want to do it. Okay, that's not the paintbrush I need. This is the one I need. Let's just tint the lips slightly. And let's add a bit more. This, so it looks more 3D. And actually probably should add a bit of shade to this right here. And while we're at it, let's add a bit more definition to the legs. Just slowly working up our layers. Slowly making this not look horrible. Maybe I shouldn't be so negative. But no, I will always be negative. That's like my duty. Negativity. Well, it's not really a duty. Actually, I'm not being that negative. I'm implying I'm improving it. So that's a very positive approach to everything. Is that a Bill's? I have many rare Funko Pops. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing now. Let's get this darker. Because, unlike in real life, I mean, in real life, the skin tone would already be too not pale enough to represent me, but this is a fictional drawing, so... I mean, it's a garment I'll probably end up making, because I have the fabric for it. Oh, you haven't seen that meme? Where somebody's arguing and somebody else says some deep philosophical thing while they're sitting in a wishing well, and then they just sort of end their statement with, I have many rare Funko Pops. I don't know why I think that's funny, but it kind of is. It feels like. And let's wait for this water to dry. Yeah. Until then, while waiting for things to dry, whoever stole my depression medication, I hope you're happy. I've been thinking of taking up meditation. I figure it's better than sitting around doing nothing. I guess that's one of my newest marketable skills, is cackling. Her. I'm leaving. I am sick of you wearing a different t-shirt every half hour. Wait, I can change. Oh, why did Sherlock Holmes love Mexican restaurants? They gave him good case ideas. Oh, the World Tongue Twister champion just got arrested. I hear they're going to give him a tough sentence. No more dad jokes. No, we're always doing dad jokes. It's brave to admit you have an STD. Always clap for those folks. Oh, what crime do blacksmiths most commonly get charged with? Forgery. To the person who stole my place in the queue, I'm after you now. Oh, this next one. I asked the librarian if books about paranoia were available. She looked up and whispered, "They're right behind you." Oh. My therapist told me I have problems with verbalizing my emotions. Can't say I'm surprised. Why haven't aliens visited our solar system yet? They looked at the reviews. Only 1 star. I just paid $200 for a belt that doesn't fit. What a huge waste. Oh god, I've been on the other end of that, where somebody paid me $200 for a belt, and they gave me the wrong waist measurements. That was kind of, and then they get the belt, and it's like, this doesn't fit. Yeah, so I guess what a huge waste. I've learned not to trust customers when it comes to them giving you sizes. This may be an unpopular view, but the customer is always wrong. Not always, but usually wrong. Sorry, I have trust issues when it comes to customers and sizing. It's even worse for clothing. I mean, belts are easy to knock out. And there's only one dimension, usually for sizing on belts. But actual clothing, never trust customers. Always find some way to verify for yourself what their actual measurements are. That sounds stalkerish, but it's justified. Totally justified. Sorry, I think I have some deep-seated trauma when it comes to sizing. Very deep-seated trauma. I'll probably never learn to trust again. It's too dangerous. Oh, crap. I still haven't painted the clutch bag. And I just dumped ink in my water. Yeah. I guess my hands always end up super dirty while doing these streams. Oh shit, and I just spilled ink. Wow, I'm just screwing up everything today. It's fine though. Let's add a bit of blush. And let's try and emphasize some details a bit more. Wait, that's not sharp. What the hell? Let's see, and this one. Yeah, 20% gray. No, apparently that's actually lighter than the original. Yes, actually, we learned the toothbrush trick for, well, it's for embellishments on fancy jackets. Yeah, okay, that's kind of a not helpful thing. Actually, we have other things we can do too. Well, first let's get this painted. And let's go fancy. Actually, I need to let that dry for a bit first. More watching paint dry. What should we do? I could probably scare people away by doing more dad jokes. And no, I shouldn't do more dad jokes. I mustn't do more dad jokes. I'm probably gonna need to write lines. Atropa will not tell dad jokes while waiting for paint to dry. Just like the opening credits for The Simpsons. Just Atropa at the chalkboard. I will not tell. Okay, that might be my next sort of joke fun drawing I might do. Atropa will not tell dad jokes while waiting for paint to dry. Atropa will not tell dad jokes while waiting for paint to dry. I'll have to paint myself yellow for that one in order to drive home the joke. And give myself only 3 fingers. But that would be fun. And I guess while working on this, I can pick up some of this. Yeah, see, rather than using Doc Martens to get the white shininess, I can just use shiny paint, which actually I bought that for calligraphy. And yeah, I don't know how Simpsons art style would work with me, I'll be honest. It does seem like it'd be funny. For like a one-off gag. I'm not sure I can do a Simpsons art style though. And I still haven't painted that purse. Atropa's Seed and Feed. Formerly. Yeah, I don't know who I bought it from. Maybe I should get a feed store. Actually, let's go with a dark blue for the clutch bag. That seems like it'd be fun. Plus, I'm pretty sure I have leather this color. So, I literally have everything I need to make this whole collection, is the fun thing, including the buttons. I have plenty of scrap brass. It's just a feeling of power. Saying, I could make that. Something. Ludi's book on making stuff in your garage. And last but not least, yeah, there. Just pulled a sneaky move on that ink spill. There, just made it disappear. And then now I need to look over this and imagine if there's anything else I can do. Like these pencil lines that didn't get erased. Ooh, that was still wet. You need to be careful erasing wet stuff. And let's brush some this way. And this one too. Not great, not terrible, but it was a lot of fun. And this is a look I would wear. So, one fashion drawing done. And unlike most of the time I do fashion drawing and super rush through everything, I actually took my time on it. I guess that's one of the advantages of doing my art reps. I mean, still not good, but it's always nice improving. And now what should we do? More dad jokes. I heard more dad jokes. Why did Hitler need eyeglasses? Because he could not see. What do you call a flying priest? A bird of prey. Okay, I really should stop. Stop me. Like, stop me from this unending hell of corny puns. I was researching about atheism. Turns out it's a non-profit organization. Oh, why do astronauts use Linux? It's because you can't open Windows in space. The dad jokes will continue until morale improves. Oh, I'm surprised they have this one on that one. that one on this list of dad jokes. Where do terrorists go when they die? Everywhere. Oh, did you hear the joke about the wandering nun? She was a Roman Catholic. Get it? Roaming Catholic. Oh. What group of people never get angry? Nomads. Anybody have ideas on who we should raid? I'm trying to think of who's active right now. Raid targets. Let me think. I could have sworn I followed more people on Twitch. Let's raid. I don't know. Who do you think I should raid? Yeah, no, sorry. The joke is not being able to think of who to raid. Oh. Wow, that's a dark one. Did you hear about the French general who stepped on a landmine? Napoleon Bonaparte. My wife told me to pick up 8 cans of soda on my way home from work. She was pretty mad when I only picked 7 up. Oh. What religion are crows? Birdism. Oh, Private Lexi. I've been meaning to check out his streams. I guess I'll raid him. Okay, let's see. Okay. And let's go. And let's start the raid. Over the top. Over the top for King and Country. Oh wait, sorry. Call of Duty is modern warfare. There's no top to go over. And let's go. Just imagine a trench whistle blowing.